are about to experience the result of hard work and dedication from the City of Champions, Cleveland's own, 90th's finest. Self-made, hard-working entrepreneurs, unequivocally raw, no holds barred. This is Epiphany Media.
Man, first off, these beats are dope, but that shit be loud. I'll be forgetting to turn the volume down every time. I'm
Hey,
gonna
you
come
know,
in here one day
Stefan.
and be, yeah, his voice is crazy. So this is
Yeah.
all bass, no treble, and blow out my eardrums every single time, man.
You are about to experience. Like it's
Yeah,
a real.
every time, every, every time.
He killed it. Yeah, he did. Uh,
I be having to make sure that the systems be right, the notifications be delayed. Boy, we gotta switch platforms soon, man.
Shit, we paying for it now.
Oh no, this platform I'm talking about. We gotta get off
uh,
of
okay.
the other ones, the ones that's owned by those other people. Anyway, welcome to episode 125 of the Epiphany Media Podcast. Thanks for joining us once again.
Hey, you know what I was thinking about? I, this this is seriously was in my mind. I'm like, okay, he didn't tell me the topic for this week, so it must be a surprise. And then I remembered exactly what the topic was.
Yeah, I gotta say, yeah, no, I told you.
And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm not prepared, but shit, my life has prepared me
Yeah, exactly.
for
But
every
Gina, what's
show,
going
so I'm
on?
good.
Yeah, and it's not nothing we haven't touched on before, like ever. Say anyway. So we'll definitely be able to pull back or to recall anything that we have said before. You know what I'm saying? So um, yeah, man. So as y'all see by the title, uh, you know, I came up with this topic. Actually, I seen a video and it prompted me to want to talk about this because let me just play the video for you guys, and then you tell me what you think.
A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner?
Hear me out. We don't care. We just want you to leave us out of it. Your reason for dating that person outside of your race shouldn't have anything to do with me. Shouldn't have anything to do with you not liking black women or black women are to this or black women are this. Do you like her for her or you just like her because she ain't black? Leave us out of it.
Now, in theory, I agree with her. Right? It should have no bearing on what I do in my life. Should have no bearing on anything anybody else do in their life. Uh, but she lost me immediately when she said we don't care because that's bullshit. Like I'm black, my family is black. I've hung around nothing but black people most of my entire life, and people care. Black women care the same way black men care to a lesser extent, but still some of them. But black women care. Like, you can't convince me otherwise because I'm around them. They're in my family. They're families, or I'm sorry, they're friends of my families. Like I know these people. So for you to say immediately that we don't care, this is not true. Of
Hmm.
course, let me. I don't feel like we should have to do this, but let me be clear that I'm generalizing. I'm not saying every single black woman on the planet cares about whatever, but in general, black women care like they do. It's not a bad thing, but don't say that we don't care because it's false.
Yeah, let me know when one of our top fans, Erica, she chimed in. I got a story because I asked her a question one day about this very topic, and she gave me an answer. But I want to wait till she checks in. When she checks in, I'll say the story. If she doesn't check in, I'll say it later
Okay.
in the episode.
So have you heard personally or otherwise black women in or outside of your family It could be women you went to school with, you work with. Have you heard them say anything negative or derogatory in any way in regards to a black man dating a white woman specifically?
Hey, okay, specifically a white woman, like we are talking about, Latina.
Or well, let's start general and say a black man dating outside of his race, and then we could be more specific: a black man dating a white woman. Have you ever heard anything negative ever?
I'm gonna say both to yes. I mean both to yes. I mean yes to both. I'm gonna say
Uh,
yes to both. Yes, I have heard. Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
so we kind of we run in the same circles because of us, but outside of that, we got our own set of friends or colleagues or whatever you want to call them. Um, so it's not like I'm saying like all these people that I know cross over with all the people that you know, right? You know what I'm saying? Yet
Yeah.
we're two different people with two different groups, and we both have experience or heard or whatever you want to call it about black women being negative towards black men dating outside of their race. It just is what it is. So that video alone just made me like what are y'all talking about? Like clearly black women care because I've seen it. Virginia said black women definitely care. I got what? I got told off eye rolls all above when dating out of my race. I mean, what do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? Um,
Hey,
Go ahead.
I was watching a video with the legend, the Godfather himself, Kevin Samuels, and he, he was saying he was saying that basically black men, we are the most wanted out of like any race of men on earth. Like I guess the black man reigns supreme. I'm not gonna argue with him. So so I mean any race will find a black man I don't know what would you say, a prize or something.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, a goal, like like I'm assuming this this is out of my out of my realm, I guess, to say specifically, but I would assume like, oh, that's either top level or that's a good a respectable level to be on. Um, I'm assuming. So hold on.
Yes.
So
So what I was getting to,
what?
if if that is the case, then us as black men, I mean, why shouldn't we, see what's up with other cultures? Because I know some black guys, black is all they know, never strayed far from their race. It's always black everything. But then
Right.
as they gotten older, then it's like, I see a change. I feel like they missed out on some things or something. I don't know. As they got more, older, start going to the west side or something, I guess,
Hilarious.
they started seeing things differently.
Um, Man,
Uh,
I don't know your name. You got like it's 1,000 names up here. You
what
want to call you
circles? Which
Trey?
state?
Yeah. So we both in Cleveland. We both in Ohio. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But we grew up on the same street. We always been cool for 20 years now, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? But we just got different groups of friends. You know what I'm saying? He went to a different school. I went to a different school, or we worked different places or whatever. Even though we always been cool. So uh, similar circles as far as like the same city and state. You know what I'm saying? But different as far as what I'm saying. It's just a different group of people. You know what I'm saying? Just he got his family, I got my family, and even though it's some overlap there, like, I don't know. I'm sure you know more of my family than I know of your family. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I mean by different circles. Um, he said his name Mr. Mr. Research. So I'm gonna go with that because it's at the end. He said black women are negative because they have been controlling the male's mindset all these decades. Granddad would beat his son for not putting women first back in the 80s. You agree with that?
So black women are negative because they have been controlling the males. Have they?
I don't know. I don't know. I I don't know. Especially in the 80s. Like I don't know if
I say
I,
the
yeah, that had
20s,
to be like
30s,
before. Yeah.
40s,
Where you had
50s, 60s.
to, we had to put the women first and stuff like that. Hold on, let me go back to Regina
See,
quote. I don't want to forget. She said when she was dating outside of the race that people used to say, "Can't you stay with your kind?" was the most common thing that she heard people say.
a lot of people feel like that, whether white or black. It's not just coming from the opposite side. But but okay, with me personally, um, I went to schools where it wasn't just all black people. You know what I mean? So um, got to see different races, see women from different races, and it's like the other side's got they got top tier too. They got bodies too. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I heard Dave East, he a rapper. He said, white women got ass too. You know, it's it's 2021. Stuff things have changed. So you and we're not talking about surgery. They in the gym. Like no cornbread, but all gym. But so with me, it's like I seen different races, and you know what I'm saying. You know that's how I am. So it ain't. But I'm not like dude. I'm not like what the girl in the video was saying. Like I don't like black women because of their attitude and
Right,
shit.
right,
Never. Like nah. I
right.
love them all. Well, I wish I could love them all.
Better watch what you say. Mr. Research said, "You could be with other cultures, great. I don't know what that means, but those guys should not verbally bash black women because of their choice." So
Yeah, that's
look, we're not
exactly what
even.
I'm saying. Yeah.
So we haven't even got to, um, black men, disagreeing with black women dating white guys or whatever that case is. Because I feel like, all right, so you might, I feel like the number is less. Like most guys just don't care in general. You know what I'm saying? You might be like, man, we lost one, you know what I'm saying? But that'll be it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I don't think we sit around how black women have, meetings essentially in regards to uh in regards to the subject matter. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Go
do
ahead.
you think do you think it goes back to the plantation theory where you know where you think Massa was raping the black women on the plantation, but when it came to the the black man messing with one of the white women in the house, it was like you got her. He was he wasn't supposed to get her. Like who, then you had the whose baby is this, scenario going on.
Now, personally, this is why, what I'm saying, this is why I'm not, I don't know, it doesn't, I don't want to say I'm not a fan because I don't care enough, but that's why uh, when I see white guys that talk to black women, I'm not really a fan. I'm not a fan of that. And look, I can tell you right now that it stemmed back to like slavery time where white dudes would, the master would go, sleep with whoever he wanted to or rape women and stuff. So I can't not at least initially make that connection. And then, if I get to know you or whatever the case is, whatever. But initially, I was like, man, how could you do that to your bloodline? Like, how could you do that? You know what I'm saying? And that's me. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that's what I go to initially when I see it. Like, I think like, man, he used to rape your grandma or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I be thinking. So, like I said, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that. I'm not defending it or none of that stuff, but that's just what I go to, and I can tell you right now that it's because of that, though.
I'll say it's a different look. For sure. It's a totally different look. I don't know.
I
I
don't
mean, I
know.
mean, I mean, do I hate it? No, I don't hate it. It's just a different look. I don't know. It's
I'm
a different
taking it
look.
back initially, though. Initially, I'm like, initially, I think like I'm my great grandfather. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like that one bit. But I see black dudes with black women. Black dudes with white. Don't bother me none to the least, to the slightest. Um, that's funny. So I found another clip, and look, I don't know these people. This is random videos, but this is proving my point that when the girl in the TikTok or Vine, I don't know. I'm bad at social media. Whatever that her response was to the black dude asking the question that black women don't care, just leave us out of it. It's just patently false.
Did
It's
Erica
like,
come in
just
here?
own it, brother. I think it hurts me as well, only because I see black partnership as a black investment back into our communities. And when you look at our families, the first person you love is your uncle or your father, and you see this example of black men and black women loving each other, and to think that a black man maybe like went through his life without wanting to build that same type of family, it can be very hurtful. And I do think there is this overarching belief that a lot of us are dating and marrying outside of our race. So far, I think it's 89% of the current men who are married are still married to black women, but that does not acknowledge how that statistics has evolved over time, because these new brothers,
the new nigga.
they ain't doing what your daddy was doing back in the day. They on a new wave, which is a lot of times dating outside their race or this whole exotic thing and stuff.
It's hard sometimes with conversations like these, and I think a reason a lot of black women don't even like to talk about it publicly is because, like you said, you don't want to be labeled as angry or desperate. And I know personally, I don't want to frame my whole life like around the fact of whether or not some black man opts to choose me or not. But I think it's valid to be able to say this is how we feel, because we're already black women that exist in a world where we are not considered the standard of beauty. And then to have, the men that look like you, and the men that you, like you said, you loved your uncles and your fathers and your brothers, and these men that you grow up thinking that you're going to choose and they're going to choose you back, are getting the same message that, their sisters and moms and cousins are great, but that's not who they're going to be.
So these women, not whatever else I was going to say. These women are upset that black men date outside of their race because we didn't live, because it's not their fantasy that they lived in, that just because they're black, then these black guys was going to choose them just because they grew up in a black family, had black dads and uncles, that automatically they get a black man. It's fucking ludicrous.
It take more than that. How about you as a person? Like, how about what do you bring to the table as a woman? At the end of the day,
Ludicrous.
now you could be out of your mind, but I'm gonna still date you just because you black. Nah, I need
Because
more
you black and I'm
requirements.
black. Because you're a black woman that had a black dad and a black uncle and a black brother, you're entitled to have a black man? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
What are you
shit.
talking about?
Sound like she just want to put pictures on the gram. Hashtag Black Love only. That's all she worried about.
Which is cool, but don't make it about black guys dating outside of their race. Make it about, I can't find a black dude. No black dude want to talk to me, or whatever the
Look,
case is.
look. Me personally, I don't care what race you are. It depends on you as a person. You know,
I'm down. I agree with you, but
I done met Latinas that was – pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible as a person. And then I done met Latinas that was, pretty, but then horrible I done met black woman that's cool, but a great person, So it doesn't really matter to me on that side
Wait a
because it's
minute.
a lot that goes into it. But, huh?
Just side note. Spanish people said nigga, yes or no?
If you, all right, if you,
Yeah, it's yes or no. Yes or no.
all right, it's more complicated. It's more complicated than that, though.
No. White dude grew up around black people saying nigga, yes or no?
No,
All right, so it ain't that complicated.
no, it is
Anyway,
complicated. And you know why it's
nah,
complicated. But I already know your sentiments already or whatever. But that it's a complicated thing because
all right,
some.
man.
But
We
this
go
ain't
back
that
to the
show.
game.
This ain't
Yeah,
that
let's go
show.
back to it. Let's go back to it. um. So let me see. So Regina said, I had the black-white dating conversation before. He told me he would love to find the right black woman, but they are all bitter. His mother was having this talk with me. I said, yeah, I know. He told me he's been looking for a black woman. That's a lie, his mother said. He's always wanted a white woman. That's funny too. All right, now look. Now that's a dude that just got, and everybody like what they like. So I'm not saying that you can't like whoever you like, or you're a black woman that you can't like black men or any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, Regina, I don't know why he chose to lie to you. I also don't know why he would tell you, who is not a black woman, that I've been looking for a black woman. That doesn't make sense to me either.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's very strange. Did he
But
think that
like,
would be attractive to you? Like, hey, you're not black, but I've been looking for a black woman, but I'll settle for you because black women are bitter. I don't understand his logic there, but
yeah, I don't like. I done heard a Puerto Rican guy say that Puerto Rican women are, they have attitudes, and he don't like that. So he would rather date a white woman. I don't get it. Could be me. Like me personally, they all got attitudes on them shit. All of
exactly.
them.
Exactly. So that's why. So I guess the part of the conversation is, why do it bother black women so much? You know what I'm saying? Like, why does it? Or why does it not bother us as much? I guess. What is it, man? The one lady in the video said something in regards to um uh the last girl was talking about not being chose, or not being like black women are not the standard of beauty or whatever. But that has nothing to do. So just because you're not the stand, like, it's plenty of black men that date and marry black women, right? So to say that you feel rejected just because somebody chose somebody else, you might just be a terrible person, or dumb, or uneducated, or all the stuff that Kevin Samuels would list about the modern woman. You know what I'm saying? You could be all this stuff, and it could have nothing to do with that man. What about you as a person? Like, but none of the people in these clips, at least, were trying to perpetuate that. I didn't get that from the two clips so far.
I wish you could play that Chris Rock clip when he was talking about, this subject matter we're talking about, because he said that black women, they like to stick with their race, but us as black men, we like to try everything. Man.
Let me see.
And,
go ahead.
But not all black men are like that. Some black men only like black women though. So, but I guess it's not. But the thing is, like the girl was saying in that video, that black women are the lowest on the totem pole, and if a black man goes outside of their race, they feel like even more disrespected because even a black man doesn't want them, I guess.
Then you probably should be better as a person. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I don't know what to tell you because there are plenty of black women who are dating, married to black men coming up. That's all I'm saying. I mean, especially when, like you said, when you get older, you start experiencing different parts of the city, etc. You know what I'm saying? But coming up, we all live in the same area. Everybody was dating whoever you live next to, and there was somebody of a similar race, like the entire time. You know what I'm saying? So you get to, the high school level, college level, etc. You know what I'm saying? And some people keep that love where I'm only going to do this because, whatever people feel, I'm only going to do this because of, that's all I'm attracted to, or because that's what my family told me to do, or, so that's a number of reasons to date outside or inside of your race, you know what I'm saying, for that matter. But I just hate when they try to make it like it's the man's fault. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the man's fault because they wasn't attractive in whatever way, whether it's physically or mentally, whatever, to whoever they was trying to get courted by. Like, they feel rejected without even feeling rejected. I remember a couple months ago, probably now, you see me like the little meme. It was like it was like how black women flirt, or it might have been how women flirt or whatever. But they use like the black woman, and she just stood there, and then just walked away like I'm out of here or whatever. Like, because some women don't feel like they have to take the initiative to do anything. Like, they just gonna like me for me, and if they don't, then well. And then when you don't get chose, then you be upset. You know what I'm saying? Then you feel rejected without even getting rejected.
Yeah, especially in 2021 where you got allegations of sexual harassment, all that shit. So us as men, we're like, cool. Like we're not trying to take that risk to try to talk to you and you call the cops on me because I'm just trying to see, you know what I'm saying? I like you and I want you. You ain't gonna call the cops on me. So, since since women want to be equal, okay, shouldn't they come up and talk to us? But they're not. They're not. If you want to have equal, I don't know, not equal rights, but equal roles, then come talk to us. But it's not gonna happen because you're scared. They're gonna do all that looking and all that choosing and not say a goddamn thing every time.
And then get mad. He ain't talk to me because he just hate black women. When that might have nothing to do with the case at all. Let me see. Regina said, it's all good. His mother liked me too much. She told on him all the time. She said I was too good for her son. He got pissed off and split up. It's fine. Only guy I didn't cry over. Well, that's good. She said, my response to my own kind was always, my response to my own kind was always, we are all human beings. Angel, thanks for joining us. Let's see. I don't know how long you've been around, Angel. You might have just jumped in. I'm not sure. But it's the first time you said something. So hi. There's actually one more. I don't know how this is going to play out, but let me see if I can. Cause I guess this was a rare. Actually, I'll say it before the end if I can. The rare event where a black guy harassed. It was a gay black dude. I don't know if that matters or not, but he harassed like a black dude and a white woman that was like out on a date or something. And for that black dude not to immediately get up and punch that dude in the face, he should be commended for sure. All right, I got another video example.
Now we move on to white women and any other women that's a minority that is not black. That includes Asians, Hispanics. Now with them, they know they're going to be able to control them they know they're going to be able to walk all over them and do what they want. They will abuse a white woman or a minority woman of any kind, and that's what they want. You know what I'm saying? A weak-minded individual needs an even weaker-minded individual to control, somebody who will let them manipulate them, basically. And, you know, so they will brutally beat them. Yep, that's why black men date outside their race, so they can walk all over them and do whatever they want, because they know that will not fly with a black woman. They will literally brutally beat this woman outside of their race or verbally abuse this woman outside of their race because they know they can get away with it. So black men that say, oh, I want somebody more submissive or everything, they aren't dating outside of their race, because out of the minority women are better than black women. They're dating them because they're weaker minded than black women and they can have more control over them. So, you know how I get down. So this is my story and this is my experience on it.
This will go on and on. This will go on and on, talk about how her uncle dated a white girl and he used to beat on the white girl and shit. Black women get beat all the time. Like, what are you talking about? And I'm not saying it's cool, you know what I'm saying, of course, but black women get beat on, got beat on. I'm sure we all got somebody in our family. If you're black, you got a black woman in your family that at some point, especially older, that at some point got hands put on her, whether it's by your granddad or your dad or by somebody she dated when she was younger, whatever the case is. Like, black women get beat all the time. But now your example is that the black man must be weak-minded, so he go try to find somebody else that's even weaker-minded. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, I'm not desirable and they don't want to talk to me because I got this stupid-ass rag on my head in my YouTube videos. This is absurd. Like, this is absurd to me, man.
Look, hey, next time you play the videos, do the one where we still on the screen, because it's like messing up like the way you playing it. It's choppy, and I can't hear everything. But look, that's all cap. That's all lies. All of it. Like, that's not true. That's simply not true. Like, I remember being in downtown Cleveland. I heard a guy say to another guy, he was like, yeah, I heard all white women are easy. And he was like, shit, well, I guess that means black women easy too. Because shit, you know, me personally, you know, I even got different races with the same line. I didn't took them to the same place, and it was all the same result. So I mean, no, it comes down to the woman, not the race. Like, if you find me one where I can control. That's all I'm saying.
Like literally control it, like, with no hassle. Nobody fighting back, nothing. Oh man, this is not a.
That's not the real world. Like, it's just a perception. As to like, it's just like, I don't like. She's making videos as about the subject, but you don't hear about why white men are choosing black women. Like, there's no such videos. None, because it's all lies. Like, it's no reason. You just like who you like. But then there's those weirdos who say I only like white women. It's crazy to me.
No, I agree with that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, her logic don't make sense, because by her logic, the white man like, oh, I like a challenge. I don't like a control woman at all. I'm going for the strong woman. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
like, and just for the record, no man likes a strong woman anyway. Like, who got time for that? Who got time for that shit anyway? Like, y'all could be bumping heads every day. No man likes just a strong. Nah, like like all. You know, I don't even want to say most. This is a all statement. All men like a woman who, um, who
Go ahead, Kev.
listens. Who listens? You know what I'm saying? Like if we arguing about everything, it's not gonna work out.
I can't disagree with you. I mean, because so look now, and I got black women in my family, and sisters and nieces and cousins, and first off, they all hard head, so getting a guy to control, black or white, to control them, gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Now, let me ask you this:
none of them listen for shit.
for the
None of them.
for the percentage, are most of them in relationships or most of them single?
Oh, that's a good question. They are. I guess it was someone in my family. I guess most of them would be in relationships technically.
Uh-huh.
But we got a few prominent ones who are single out here, or have been single for a while, and they all headstrong and stuff. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, you know what I'm saying, but that they don't be trying to be submissive or whatever. Submissive sound like a negative word, because I wouldn't want them to be just submissive to any dude. But like when you get to, what I'm saying, a certain point in a relationship or knowing somebody where, all right, the guy has proven that he's a leader or whatever, and then I don't want to say that's when you start, but you gotta let a dude lead or whatever. You gotta let him be a man. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta take the you don't gotta be behind the dude, but you gotta be on the side of him. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you're a half step behind, so you're technically on the side of him, not like behind him. You know what I'm saying? But they I don't want to say they have been in a relationship. They're just super headstrong, and but I feel like once a guy proved that they are mentally up to the challenge or whatever, then I feel like they start to soften up or whatever. But it takes some doing though.
Yeah, Start with a strong man who can lead. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, of course, no woman gonna like a man who they can tell to do whatever the hell they want to, do. You know what I'm saying?
Byron, you must be beating your wife over there or something.
Hell no, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Let's see. Angel said, "Just be who you want, live life, be happy." Angel, I agree with you. That's how we was talking about here. We're talking about why black women hate to see black men with white women. Where does it stem from? I admitted earlier, I don't know if you was here or not, but my reverse of that stems from slavery times, and how white men used to rape black women. There was nothing that could be done. But why? Why does it stem? Why is it the other way for black women? I don't understand it. And then these video choices, like I said, of course, another side of the story. But the very first video was a woman talking about, "We don't care, just keep us out of it," and that's simply not the case.
Yeah, Erica, I don't know where she at, but I'm gonna get right to it with the story I wanted to say earlier, because I asked her this exact question many years ago. So I asked her, what is it like? Why don't black women like black men with white women? She said, well, the problem isn't that, the problem isn't that, black men are going with white women. The problem is when an attractive black man dates a white woman. That's what she told me.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. That's an interesting wrinkle.
Those are her words. Wish she was here so she could try to deny it.
try to defend herself. Do you think that's what it is? You think that
I honestly don't know what it is at all. I just know when I date outside my race, and you only like white girls now. Or you only like Latin girls now. But then as soon as I come back, I don't hear nothing.
Trust me. Trust me. Is that it's never no. Oh, okay. Anyway, that's beside the point. So you kind of went to Angel's question. She said, "Have either of you men been in particular had someone call you out for dating outside your race?" So you kind of just spoke to it. Do you have like a situation you want to share?
Well, you know what? Yeah, I will. And I do a story time. So I was in, so I was at elementary. It's an elementary school. I believe I was. I think I was in the 6th grade. This is how long I was in. Yeah, I was in like the 6th grade. She was in like the 5th or 4th grade, something like that. I can't remember. Um, so she was, she was Hispanic. I think she was like half Puerto Rican, half white. I think her mama was white or something. And I don't know. We was dating, for like a week. But in grade school, in grade school time, that was like 3 months. So it felt like a long time to me. But one day she comes to me and was like, "Look, we got to break up." And I'm like, "Why? Why? Everything going good?" She said, because my father said I'm not allowed to date black guys. I'm like, what? What you mean? Like, what? This isn't even coming from the quote unquote a white person. This is coming from you know a Puerto Rican. So like, I remember.
See, you want to let them say nigga, man? Look at you.
Hey, they don't claim their black heritage. You know what I'm saying? They act like slaves and come to the island. You know what I mean? They just don't remember the shit that, and it ain't in the history books to them. But so I remember, after that, I'm calling her on the phone. I'm like, yeah, let me. I'm in the 6th grade, and I'm like, yeah, let me speak to your father. I'm gonna ask.
Where your dad at?
Yeah, I'm like, what you mean? So he was like, yeah, I mean, we just don't allow it. We just don't allow it. Right.
That's crazy.
And that situation stuck with me for a minute, and I seen her.
Really?
I seen her, and we just talking, and she said, I don't know, it was some situation, it was some racist shit, and she said, I just don't. She was like, yeah, I just don't agree with that. Like that's just not right. And whatever the racist situation was, but the way she said it, I 100% believe it was because of that situation, like her letting me know, like she didn't feel like that at the time, that was him or whatever. And I was like, cool, I'm over it now. 20 years later.
20 years later. Well, I always held on to that moment. Can't believe it happened to me.
But I'm just saying, whatever age you are, what age you are in 6th grade, like 10, 12, something like that. 12, probably 12. Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
So just imagine being 12 years old and that type of racism happens to you that early. It's like, should stick with you.
So that's racism when it comes to like love and dating. I think that's a different level than like, the stuff we usually talk about, police and just general racism when, out and about or whatever. Like, damn, I can't even love who I want to love. That's fucked up. It just is, man. That's crazy.
Hey, but that situation prepared me for the future, though.
Exactly. So I was gonna say the same thing Angel said. She said she loved that you called and spoke to the dad. I think that's super commendable, especially for how old you were at the time. Who would have thought about that? What 12-year-old would have thought like? I guess I gotta go talk to the dad, man. I guess I gotta
So I'm
go
like, this is.
knock
I'm
on the
like, this
door.
is wild. Like, this is wild. Put him on the phone.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm like, we had no problems. Everything was cool. Everything was kosher.
Yeah,
Kosher.
that's
Uh,
pretty good.
Andrew, I know you don't like that word, speaking like that, but
Hey, that's the Bud Light joke of the day. That's a good callback. That's a good callback, and you gotta be a fan of the show to understand that joke. I like that. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Have I ever been called out for dating outside of my race? No. No.
a definitive no.
Because
you never experienced that. Well, I know you
never.
experienced racism, like
All the
that's not
time.
even. But I'm saying you never experienced racism as far as relationships go.
So I've only dated outside of my race twice. And one I had to be around, might have been a little bit older than you was in your situation. I don't remember what grade I was in. Talked to this Puerto Rican chick. No issues. Her mom loved me. Her dad wasn't around, as per normal hood stories. No issues. And then now, like I wouldn't. First off, that's how people get punched in the face. Like especially. I want to go so many different ways with this. It haven't happened, and it should never happen. But if it did happen, like that's how people get punched in the face. Like why? Like it just haven't happened. I don't even know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but it haven't happened. And like I dare somebody to say something. You know what I'm saying? Like I dare you to say something, family or otherwise. My family cool. I feel like people think I talk about my family like they bad people or something, but yeah. I wish somebody would say something about it, please. Especially like in this video. So I'm gonna play this video and see if hopefully it'll play it right. Especially in like a situation like this, you gonna get. You get punched in your face, like hard. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't hear nothing.
Okay. Let me see.
Like in an intimate relationship? Really? Look at it. In a black-owned restaurant. Look at it. Excuse me. Y'all together, like in an intimate relationship? Really? You couldn't find no black woman? Like you have to go that low to the lowest rung of humanity? If they're even humans, it's arguably that they're even humans. Like, are you that weak? Are you that weak? Because I don't normally interview y'all because y'all get me so upset being so weak. But just the fact that y'all had the audacity to sit in a black-owned restaurant and share this, I had to ask, like, well, what's wrong with you? Like, you couldn't find no black woman? What was it? What was it that made you that weak that you would get on your knees and bow to this less of a female that's lesser than a black woman in every way? Your mother was black, right? Your mother was black, right?
He been disrespectful to him and her.
In their face.
You didn't hear any words coming from his mouth. None.
Man, I would have broke that nigga. I would have broke his fucking neck. Like I would have broke his neck on one of those tables. And then if the black owner of the restaurant, he or she didn't defend me when the police got there, I would burn a restaurant down. Are you fucking kidding me? Nigga, I'm black and I came here to spend money, regardless of the situation. First off, I would have broke his fucking neck. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, amazingly disrespectful. I would have broke his fucking neck.
The guy who was being disrespectful was right, though. He said, you weak. Yes. And yes, the nigga was weak because he let some foul shit happen. He just sitting there like, nigga, put the fork down. Okay, we older now, you know. Like fighting is it's whatever. We still strong. But you know, fighting is like you can avoid it if you can. But that instance, you throwing hands and then you leaving.
I might stab that nigga with the fork. Like, you kidding me, man?
Like, you recently sent me the video of the guy at the comedy club, and I guess the comedian was being disrespectful, and he got up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many people there. It doesn't matter, security there. No, you got to get up and handle your business. At that point, you've been disrespectful.
That disrespect be on a whole different level. Hey, dude, the comedy show when dude got up, this girl didn't even move. Like, she already knew what it was. Like, oh, he about to drop this comedian. He about to get dropped immediately. You know what I'm saying? Now look, in that situation, all right, some comics just pick on the crowd. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a little bit too far. Unless there's like the Kramer situation. You know what I'm saying? Like the Kramer situation, that's different. You know what I'm saying? But if you're a comedian and you actually telling jokes and stuff, and you just have them pick on the crowd, I might not love it, but you know what I'm saying? You at a comedy show, and that's what some comedians do, right?
Right,
and that's different. You know what I'm saying? If you just in a restaurant though, on a date, you know what I'm saying? You and your girl got a fucking date night plan, and everything perfect, right? The last part of the date night is y'all going to dinner at this black-owned restaurant. You never been, she never been. It's a new experience for both of y'all, and this shit happened. You ever seen $1 Million Baby? Like where the boxing with the white girl was boxing, and like it was breaking necks on like the stool. Like people was falling in the ring, and they put like the stool in there. I would have broke that nigga neck. Like I'm so serious. Like that was a long way to get back to. I would have broke his neck, man. Mm-hmm. I would have broke that nigga neck. Like I'm so serious, so serious.
Especially you having a good night, everything's going good, and you got some soft talking nigga.
Excuse me. This is what you chose to do. Like, nigga, I would have. I don't want to incriminate myself in case it happens out of line, but nigga, ain't no way.
Look, of course you don't want to. You don't want to destroy a black-owned restaurant, but in that case, the owner got to understand. One of your black patrons was being real disrespectful.
Ain't no way, dog. Whatever that new fucking meme thing is, ain't no way.
You just better hope you pay cash so you can get away. So they don't know your name.
It's on camera.
Yeah, but if they don't know your name, they can't find you. You pay cash, you good. But if you swipe your card.
That's where the owner be like, hey, when the cops get there, like, hey, the nigga was disrespectful or walked up to him, or we didn't know what was going to happen. That dude defended himself by breaking his neck. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Yo, that might, like, and that video is a little older. You know what I'm saying? But, man.
Yeah, that's wild right there. But it's even more wild from the guy that was eating. Like his reaction was
just didn't do nothing. Just sat there.
Like he proved dude right. Like he weak.
You know what? I didn't think about that. Like I didn't think about it like that until you guys said it. But you're right. You absolutely right. For him not to do nothing, for that to happen, and not to do anything or defend his woman's honor, to defend himself, like just to like, hey man, back up. And I'm not even saying that you have to fight, but if you don't say something or something, you gotta do something. You gotta do something, man.
Immediately.
You just gotta do something. Angela said comedians always pick on her. She said she don't care though. Yeah, I mean, because that's a comedy show though. That's a little bit different. We all should have been in ranking sessions, you know what I'm saying, throughout the, you know what I'm saying, where you don't have no recourse. You either defend yourself verbally or you just sit there and say it. Like nothing you could do.
Look,
sometimes they just got your number. Nothing you could do.
Yeah, I got rolled for a whole comedy show before. But it was obviously jokes that he said a million times before.
Right.
And where he just go whoever at the front, he pick on them and just, go. But did you say anything personal where I felt like I had to slap the comedian? No, I didn't say nothing personal about me. He was just, saying jokes. But I think that instance where dude he was going too far.
He's going too far. That's what happened. I'm a person too. I got feelings and shit. Like when you take it too far, I gotta defend myself. Angel said she couldn't just sit there. She said it strikes a nerve for you. It does. I think it does more because of the disrespect, not less because of the race of the couple or whatever. But it was definitely more of the disrespect.
Hey, white people can't go to black-owned restaurants no more.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Like, what are you talking about?
Hey, so black people can go to white-owned restaurants, spend their money, but white people can't go to black restaurants, spend their money. So that black restaurant can become more popular.
Right. Like it ain't like the hashtag is like support small business, support black businesses. It ain't blacks only can support black small businesses. Like what do you? Hey, I've never heard this before.
They won't survive.
No, especially the way their customer service is. It's a whole nother show. Now I don't want to get on that. Let's see. Regina said there was tickets sold for a comedian in my town. Apparently, he just kept picking at everyone. I know that's what they do. My friend told me the hit crowd started being very disrespectful towards his black skin. My friend left. She didn't want to be associated with the group. I don't know. He might need to go practice his craft. I just seen black comedians tear holes in all white crowds, man. You know what? I haven't seen. Bill Burr is probably the only white comedian I've seen tear holes inside of inside of a black. Bill Burr is a white comedian, tore holes inside of a black crowd. If you're ever on YouTube, just Google it's called or YouTube it's called the Bill Burr, the Philadelphia incident or whatever, where like he went on, he was doing a set, and I think they like started booing him with like the first 3 minutes or something like that. So he stopped doing the set and just killed the crowd for like 17 minutes or something. He had like a 20-minute set. He killed them for 17 minutes. And he counted the clock every time he told a joke or a string of jokes or whatever. Talked about the city. Like you got 16 more minutes of this. Like you know what I'm saying? Just went in with another couple of jabs. You got 15 more minutes of this. Like really going to town. But typically, white comedians react like Kramer. Like they just can't handle it. They walk off. Or, you know what I'm saying, completely unravel. And, that's not good for anyone either. So,
look, I got to watch the show.
Yeah, so Regina, you got to, whoever he is, he might need to work on his act a little bit because he up there with a microphone or whatever. He should be able to talk louder than everybody, and he should be destroying some crowds.
I don't know. It's something about like black comedians just go in on any subject. So, you got a white comedian with all black crowd had to adapt to that because And what you did, I'm gonna watch though, so I can confirm.
It was great. I'm telling you, it was great. I like Bill Burr a lot, but that I'm like, oh, okay, he got it. He'd have been co-signed by a lot of people. His stand-up be funny, but like this was like a audible 3 minutes into a set. Like, oh yeah, he got it. That's talent right there. Yeah, man. So I don't know. I just so just kind of bring it back around, I suppose. I disagree with the lady in the first video to say that black women don't care. That brought up the statement that and don't get me wrong, she might be right about. I think she's completely wrong about that part of her statement that black women don't care, but I think that she might have some truth to the fact of, or what she say, like, do you like this person because you like this person, or do you like this person because they're not black? Now, those are the weirdos that say, I only like white women, or I only like black women, or I only like whatever type of woman, you know what I'm saying? And even if you black and you say that, like, you don't find not one attractive person outside of your race? Not one? Like, that's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you gonna approach, like, but you can't find one attractive person that's not black or whatever. I find that to be equally as weird. But that's me. That's my, you know, it's my ideal on it or whatever. Because I think that's strange.
Right. But, you think okay, they don't like anybody outside their race, but you think they would turn down J-Lo?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not one.
Do you think they'll turn down what's her name? Selma Hayek?
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Now, I was a guy who was never like attracted to white women that I came across at the time or whatever in regards to like my like real life. I hadn't seen a white girl. I was like, oh, I'll date her or whatever in my normal life. But that don't mean that there aren't white women in the entire world. Are you telling me like in the entire world that there aren't white women, Japanese women, Indian, well, whatever race or whatever creed you want to put in there, that's not attractive. That's strange to me. Now, women be cold. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, women be cold in general. So you telling me that, man? That's equally weird to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say for me personally, like high school, I was like, this is crazy. Like,
especially your high school, I
was like, they got bodies too. I've never seen nothing like this. It's crazy, man.
Your high school, I would have loved going to your high school. I ain't gonna lie. I think life would have been different at your high school.
Like, especially when it comes to like just overall school, it's just totally different. But you would have been a starter football team.
I would have been. Whatever, we can talk about that off the air. But I would have been busy.
You would have been wearing khakis and polo.
No, the hood. No, the school would have changed. The school would have changed, man. And I ain't even like the coolest. I ain't even like the coolest dude, but school would have had to change. School would have had to change a little bit.
You couldn't even have facial hair. That's how strict it was. Only a mustache. That's it.
It would have been. Oh, that I understand. That's school rules, but I'm talking about when it comes down to the social interaction with the other students and stuff. School would have been different. Go ahead and keep whispering, Brad.
Look, I just seen somebody like they was only there for a week and they got into a fight and they kicked them out. Like, they kick you out for a fight.
Oh, they would.
Whereas public school, you on suspension.
But that's what would have happened. They would have kicked me out. Somebody would have. Someone's gonna have to give. Someone would have had to give though, for sure. Regina said all the crowd was white and the black comedian was getting slammed by everyone apparently, so my friend wasn't up for that, so she left. Yeah, that comedian need to work on his craft. He need to work on it. Man, you think you can go into a room full of white people and I want to say just be a comedian or tell jokes, but like you think you can go in, you think you could work a room full of white people?
I mean, I'm not a comedian, so no.
I didn't say tell them jokes. I'm just like whatever about business, about anything. You think you could work a room full of white people?
I mean, if you code at business, if you code at being an entrepreneur, if you code at
whatever it is, right?
If you code at selling drugs, nigga, you can go into any room and talk about your craft, and people be with it because you know what you're talking about. People are not going to respect you if you don't know what you're talking about. Period. And if you can articulate yourself instead of using slang and this and that, and then you go into an all-white room and you speak, what's the word? Articulate. You articulate yourself. Then you'll be able to. Yeah.
She said drunk. I agree with you. She said drunk hicks, not just white.
See, drunk people at a comedy show is the worst. So
I agree. Shout out to Paul Mooney and that one drunk lady when we had one. This nigga, he was destroying her.
And he was just trying to stick to his routine, and he went off of his routine and swiftly ended that.
Handled her.
That was like the funniest part of the show. just
for sure. Even your mom thinks so. Yes, it would have been different. Top football player, plenty of honeys. Look, either that. It was a typo. Look, I'm so serious, man. I'm not even like to my own horn or whatever you want to call it, but either would have been that, or I would have got kicked out like immediately. You know what I'm saying?
And your mother
those are the only two options. Either I go down as a legend.
She would have kicked you out at 14. Made her spend all that money for that private school.
Hey, it was either I'm gonna be a legend at that school, or I'm gonna get kicked out in the first week. Cause and I ain't saying that you got disrespected or nothing like that, but yeah, it just would have been different. It just would have been different. I would have been smart about it. I wouldn't like go around just punching people or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But we also got to do stuff differently though. We just got to.
In school and outside of school was totally different as far as my tolerance level. You know what I'm saying? Outside of school, I could do whatever I want to. There's no repercussions. And it was totally different. But in school, especially when motherfuckers in the group, they feel like they can, share that relationship. But we're after high school, you grown, it's different.
I can't wait that long. That's 4 years. I can't wait. That's a long time, man. My anger might not be the same in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? That vitriol I feel inside my soul might not be the same in 4 years. I might have grew out of it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I ain't go to the I can't go to the class reunions. Can't do it.
Really?
I can't do it. I ain't go to it. What was it, 10 year?
Did your wife go?
No, she didn't go to hers. No.
Really?
Did you go to yours? Hold on. Yeah, you about that? Yeah. Did you go to yours?
I didn't. I don't know why I didn't though. That's funny. I don't know why I didn't. I had intentions on not going to the only thing I was gonna go to was like the breakfast, like on Sunday, the last little breakfast thing they do, or brunch or whatever. But I don't know why I didn't do it though. I don't remember.
I know, like why would I understand why people go, whatever, they want to live that high school shit. But like for me, it's like, why would I go somewhere where I don't even talk to these people now. Like those you
That's true.
like I knew you because of high school and I was it. Like we didn't form anything after that. So why
That's
would I
true.
want to see you just to be in a room, you know, for
So
what?
I think mine. I think I remember now that the reason I didn't go is because like I'm like, what am I going to this for? Like either I see y'all and talk to y'all on Facebook or whatever, and then the ones I don't talk to, I'm not gonna talk to there either. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of it? You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't go. Like we got social media now. It's not like back in the day where you didn't see these people completely until the class reunion or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
Well,
if
I got
you
5 years to the 20-year old
yeah,
20-year one.
man, you that close, huh? Gotta be 38, man. God damn. Anyway, Regina said, I think we have 5 black people in the whole school. Isn't that right, Angel? Angel confirmed.
Where
School
you
isn't
friends with
different.
them, Andrew?
Angel, Regina, with y'all friends with those 5 black people? Angel got a interracial a racial dating. I don't know what you call it, a mishap, or somebody caught her out on her interracial dating situation. I don't know if you want to talk about it on air or not, so I don't want to put it out there. But no, that's I don't know, that's interesting. So I don't know, man. I don't know why black women feel the way they do. Like I said, I'm not stereotyping all black women, but to say that they don't care is false because I have family members who are black women and they care. They do care. I think it's dishonest to say that it's because black men are weak-minded and they're looking for even weaker-minded women. The one girl with the scarf on her head, she was saying any woman that's not black. So she was saying Hispanic, Asian, white, of course. She's saying all these people are weaker minded than black women. She made it seem as if black women don't get beat and hit on because they're strong minded, which is just patently false. You know what I'm saying? So this entire show boils down to even though we're on YouTube and stuff right now, don't listen to YouTube videos. People crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, my opinion. This ain't even an opinion. This is facts. Like, women are women. It's just different cultures, but especially in America, is the black-white situation is prevalent. And, the country is built on racism. So it's kind of like you betraying your own race if you go to the other side or whatever. That's how some people feel. You know, if I try to justify it, but even that justification is bullshit. So. But me, I'm gonna continue dating whoever like me, but I ain't dating, so you know what I mean.
Look, hey, I got some good advice from an older gentleman that I respect, and he said it was great advice. Not everybody agree with it, but I mean, when you nitpick it, of course you can come up with something different. But in general, he said, "Fuck who you love, love who love you." You know what I'm saying? And if you put that with the majority of just life, love, and relationships, you'll come out better. You'll come out pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about all the time. I say ain't about who you love, but if you always pour into the people who love you, you'll come out better typically. Like I said, if you nitpick it, you can take it apart. But on the surface, though, forget who you love who love you. Pour into the people that pour into you, no matter the race, no matter the whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what it comes down to. Regina said, I was friends with one, but I wouldn't say friends with the other 4. That's cool. So yeah, man, with that being said, we're going to get out of y'all hair. Appreciate y'all for joining us. I wish I had a great exit video. Hold on, your mom said, I graduated from Lutheran East. The ratio for my class was 75 to 30. Blacks the majority. My class was cool all 4 years, no prejudice, and there were interracial dating. Yeah, y'all paying. That's what I'm saying. Y'all paying all that money. Ain't gonna be no discrimination here. We all paying too much money to to be dealing with that stuff, especially on the West Side. Yeah, hell no.
Yeah,
it's a lot of money. A lot of money. We're not. My parents not paying all this money or scholarships, however it works. I honestly don't know. But we're not giving up all this money for me to come here and feel harassed. We're just not about to do it. We just ain't doing it. But yeah, thanks for joining us as always. Go Browns! Browns game tonight, 8:00. If you guys are interested, I usually take a nap for work. I'm not doing that. I'm staying up watching the Browns game, so I'll be sleeping.
At least the first quarter starters.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Game started at 8, so it probably really want to start at 8:15 or something. Be sure to check it out if you're a fan. It's the last preseason game before we start real ones, so definitely check that out. As you know, when we come on, going forward, once the season starts, we'll be, we'll be saying go Browns or the Browns lost when we come on. We try to give a record and all that stuff. Hopefully we won't let it control us. Like we say it every year, but it does every year. How the mood of the show go. So
Browns gonna be prime time, like 4 and 7, 8.
Yeah, that's 8. What I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So so the chances are we're gonna be distracted. You know what I'm saying? I'm at to mount a TV over here in the studio just so I can see it just off screen. I'm at to ask Byron 1,000 times. Like, what you said? What now? What happened? Nick Chubb just went 70. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, it's only gonna be 17 weeks plus, hopefully.
Yeah, it's only like 23 weeks, man. Y'all can handle that. Us messing up for 23 weeks. That's it. 23 straight weeks. So, hey, thanks for joining us again. We appreciate all the input, all the comments, and all that stuff. You guys got any topics, any ideas? I know Regina said that she want to see us react to our hot pepper video, so we can definitely do that soon. Any of that type stuff, just definitely let us know. We appreciate y'all as always. Salute to the city as always.
And politics, we still doing that? I don't got Facebook.
Still do politics on Wednesdays.
Yeah, politics as usual. Hey, check out politics on Wednesdays if you're into that type of stuff. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, let's get takeout. Go to our Instagram or it's on our Facebook too.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out on Facebook too, and enjoy all our content. We most definitely appreciate it, and remember to own your own.
Let's Get Takeout going to be going up to the YouTube page this week, and we might make a TikTok page. I don't know anything about it. We've been talking about it. We might make one, I guess, for that type of content. So just let us know. Do I owe somebody flowers?
Over a birthday.
Oh, shit. I sent them with your son, but he didn't give it to you, so don't blame me. Happy birthday, Ma. All right, we out of here. Y'all be safe. We'll talk to y'all soon.